So a little bit of background on where the community project came from. As CEO and founder of Succession Matching, I've worked on succession planning for many years. And over that time, I've encountered a lot of business owners who think they're running out of time and options. Take, for instance, let's call him Bob. I'm not going to use his real name to respect his privacy, but Bob found himself in such a situation. Bob's community brought us in for a presentation. Part of the presentation package includes a one-on-one 30-minute meeting with myself the day before or after with local business or farm owners to see if they have any questions about their succession plan that they might not want to ask in front of their neighbors. We work with the local EDO to identify businesses that might be interested in meeting with us, and that's when I met Bob, an 82-year-old business owner on Main Street of his community. His business was an important service to the community, and many had figured that he was planning on breaking the key off in the door. Bob was reluctant to admit that he was thinking about a succession, but ended up being grateful for taking the meeting. We have a series of questions that we ask the business or farm owners in these consultations. One of the questions is whether or not he has family or employee, or if he's looking for a third-party buyer. Bob admitted that his staff member would be a perfect person to take over the business. She had worked there for over 8 years and she knew it inside out. When I asked Bob if he had approached the staff member about taking over, he said, "No, I don't want to scare her and leave." My response was, "Bob, she'll probably get a better night's sleep knowing that you have a succession plan in place." We provided Bob some language and some tools that he could use in that discussion with her once he set up a meeting. How many of us have these Bobs in our community? What will happen if they don't get help and they need to shut down their business? So without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to Meg Robson, our Director of Partners and Analyst.
Hi, Allison. Thanks so much. So that's a great story and one that we're probably all quite familiar with working in our communities. And so it kind of informs where we're going for the next 18 minutes or so. As you can see here, our agenda is pretty packed, but we're going to go through it fairly quickly. As Allison mentioned, it's about 20 minutes of content. And so this is our team that currently works on the SMCP. Most of you probably know Allison at the bottom left there. And on the bottom right is me, Meg Ronson, not Reg Monson. I've been Director of Partnerships for just under 3 months now. Many of you may have also worked with Dana Maxim up on the top left, and you may have spoken with Jason on the top right, who is our Director of Learning and Gamification and Communications, and Dana, our Director of Special Projects. So to give us a bit of a market snapshot, it's important to realize that this is a big problem. There are currently $1.9 trillion worth of business assets looking to transition, and by 2022, this will actually expand to an estimated $3.7 trillion, with over 500,000 business owners exiting their business. And that's from CIBC World Market Report. We have a lot of business and farm owners reaching this kind of crossroad where they want to retire, but they're usually woefully unprepared for retirement. The average transition does take between 2 to 7 years, so business owners need to start planning early. But BDC has said that only 9% of business owners actually have a succession plan. And based on our experience, the actual number is probably a lot lower than 9%. So what we're facing with our businesses is, and our farms and their need to transition, is that our owners are reluctant to ask for help with their succession needs out of fear of privacy concerns. They're worried that they will lose clients and suppliers and ultimately the value of their business if they let people know that they want to sell. We also know that current market solutions for business and farms are quite costly when it comes to succession planning. A recent OFA survey found that this was one of the number one barriers for succession plans for their members. So these challenges are what drive us. We believe that Canada's local businesses and farms are the lifeblood of their communities. And we want to make sure that they continue to thrive even once their owners move on. We want to see successful entrepreneurs take up their mantle. And you see that vision and that mission is what informs our objectives. We aim to match potential entrepreneurs with business opportunities, provide education for both the buyers and the sellers. We want to curb youth unemployment, prevent small businesses and farms and communities from shutting down, to maintain that tax revenue, from the existing businesses. And we also want to see a diverse entrepreneurial community. We want to see women, youth, First Nation and Métis, newly arrived immigrants and military veterans transitioning to civilian life. We want to see them take up these businesses and farms and contribute to our society in a really wonderful way, just like the business owners before them. So the Succession Matching Community Project is kind of what was spurred on by all of these things, and it's a bit on the ground approach to community-driven succession. We currently do have a number of community partners already partnered up with us, and most of the people, or some of the people at least, that are attending today, I think are a part of our projects already. You can see indicated by the blue stars are points of contact, and the blue overlay is the territory that those partnerships cover. The green books are our educational and institutional partners through our Be Your Own Boss program, which I will review momentarily. As you can see through this infographic, there are four different products that the Succession Matching Community Project offers. And basically you can choose one of the four or all of the four if you'd like to become a partner if you're not already one. So that includes workshops and presentations. Here on the left, we see Jason running a workshop that will allow the community leaders and stakeholders in the area an understanding and help succeeding businesses and farms with their succession. And on the right, we have Allison. Looks like she's having lots of fun there at a speaking tour that was sponsored by Farm Credit Canada. And Allison travels all over Canada to speak at events and offer business and farm owners free succession advice. So our webinar series is quite popular and is available free of charge to all our community partners, business and farm owners. Access to the most recent series expires on March 1st of this year, but we do have a new series coming up in October. So if you're in a region that is covered by a community partner, you should definitely get the word out that transitioning business and farm owners just have one more week to access our most recent series, and they'll have to wait till October if they want to see the next one. As you can see, we do have a fairly extensive list of topics. The webinars are each only 30 minutes, and the recordings are made available for several months afterwards in order to make sure that our busy business and farm owners can find some time to view them and make some time. We do source our webinar presenters ourselves, and you can see the logos of some of our past presenters. We are open to suggestions as to topics and presenters, though we do give our partners first shot at running the webinars, and the spots are limited. But definitely let us know if you have any ideas for topics and presenters. Finally, our community partners can also choose to purchase groups of coupon codes that grant free access to the Succession Matching website to their transitioning farm owners and business owners. And what our website is, if you're not familiar with it, is an online community that matches buyers and sellers of businesses and farms. It is commission-free, so it is an affordable option. It has customizable privacy settings, so it solves that issue that we discussed earlier about worrying about privacy, because members can control who can see their information. It offers members resources and one-on-one help to guide them through their businesses, and it helps connect them with actual local professionals in their area. So it really kind of closes that loop of succession needs for all of our community businesses and farms. We do have community partners that still have coupon codes available to give out to businesses and farms in your area. So let us know if you're curious, and we can tell you if there are coupon codes that are actually available for businesses or farms in your community. So what we're facing traditionally is kind of a main challenge for all of us is the siloed way that communities and their businesses and farms and all of their stakeholders, they tend to deal with business and farm transitions in isolation. And that's what we're trying to solve with the community project, and what I think we are solving with the community project. We partner with our community partners to review their data on transitions. And new this year, we offer individualized marketing packages to all our community partners to make sure they have the resources to get the word out as to what is available through their specific SMCP programming. We know that our partners are very busy and they each have their own marketing strategies. So we want to make it as easy as possible to insert the SMCP programming into their existing strategies. So definitely reach out to us if you're our community partner and would like access to that. Something new that we started last year in August, we began to partner with universities and colleges across Canada to offer their students and alumni free access to the Succession Matching website. And since financing is the #1 barrier to buying a business or farm, we also partner with financial institutions through the project, and we connect the participants with these lending partners so that they can educate them as to their funding options and make sure that they are a good fit for entrepreneurship and for running a business or farm. Pictured here, we have our launch event in Thunder Bay, where we have recently partnered with Confederation College and Lakehead University, and with our lending partners, the Community Futures Development Corporations of Northwestern Ontario and BC. So very exciting to see the media there and everything. Another exciting project that is launching this year has to do with the increased interest in Canada as a destination for immigrants. We're calling it our International Investment Attraction Program. So immigrants to Canada are able to expedite their permanent residency status in Canada through provincial nominee programs if they buy an existing business or farm and operate it within a province or territory. So along with our partner Fragaman Worldwide, we help connect immigrants with businesses and farms to purchase under this program. And this is a wonderful opportunity for our communities that are interested in attracting international residents and investment. So we are actively collaborating with our economic development offices to build up a portfolio of eligible businesses and farms to sell. We're really excited about it, and I'll share the timelines with you in a moment. How am I doing for time, Allison? Do you know?
It's looking pretty good, thanks.
Excellent. So we do have resources available, as Allison mentioned. I've been going pretty fast through these slides so that you can have a lot of time with Allison. So please check out any of our social media feeds after this session, and we'll be posting a link to a web page filled with resources for you to access. And here are our timelines for 2018 so far. It's pretty bare bones as we build up our projects. But you can see at the end of our first quarter is when we hope to receive requests from community partners and their affiliate offices for a marketing package. And I again encourage you to reach out and get access to that. This spring is when Succession Matching and Fragaman Worldwide will be visiting Vietnam to commence activity on our International Investment Attraction Program. So before then, or around that time, it would be great for you to reach out and ask us how you can participate and help us out with that. And in October is when we will be releasing the 2018 webinar series. So your next steps, if you are looking to join the SMCP, if you're not already a member, or a community partner rather, you should definitely check out our the Succession Plan Canada website, where it outlines what the community project is and how you can get involved. And you can also email Dana at SuccessionMatching.com to find out more. If you are a current partner, your businesses and farms do still have access to the webinar until March 1st. So please share that information with them. And we do have some material if you'd like us to pass that on to you. You are also encouraged, of course, I've said this numerous times, to fill out our marketing form to request a custom 2018 marketing package. For international investment attraction, we will begin building portfolios of desirable businesses for international purchase. So please email me and I can share a blog post that outlines the benefits of selling to an immigrant and also the eligibility requirements. Not all businesses are eligible to be sold under the PMP. So you can also give eligible businesses coupon codes if you have access to them, or encourage them to get a membership on their own to our website. And please feel free to set up a call with us if you'd like to discuss a strategy for engaging eligible business owners. We also are available, remember, to walk the business owners through sign-up process if they're a little put out by it, if they're not sure how to get that going. And the Be Your Own Boss program that I mentioned earlier, we will only be onboarding 20 schools across Canada in 2018. So please email me to obtain an overview of the program so that you can share it with your local education institutions and get that process going, because we'd love to partner with a diverse range of educational institutions. And again, you can also set up a call with us to review your strategy for engaging your businesses and farms in this program. That's it for me. Thanks so much. And I'm going to give the floor to Allison for a question period.
Perfect. That was a great presentation, Meg. We really appreciate it. And as you said, we'll just open it up if anyone has any questions about the current programming or any of the new projects. And just so that you're aware, we'll be running one of these webinars once a quarter so that you can be kept up to date on different programming and success stories as they come through on the different programs, but just want to open it up to the floor for questions. Or if you do not have a microphone connected, you can also use the chat function located under the on your toolbar. It doesn't look like we have many questions, so on behalf of myself and everyone at Succession Matching and Succession Plan Canada, we wanted to thank you so much for taking the time out of your day for joining us for this webinar, and we really appreciate having you as a community partner. So as Meg had mentioned several times, please fill out your marketing survey, and we look forward to getting that package off to you right away. Have a great afternoon.